MrTransforce96 here with just another update to a video that I did previously this morning. This time just going to be talking specifically about the Thor Ragnarok Marvel Legends Loki figure. The video I made this morning was I just kind of talked about all of the figures that were shown. However, I didn't have, there's a few new photos that have come out, as well as they're much clearer as well. So I definitely wanted to do an update on a few figures, Loki and Hela in particular. I'm going to do Hela next. So here's Loki. So now we have a few really good close-up images of the figure, and I did, wanted to put some examples up of his costumes in this new movie and things like that. Talking about the head sculpt first, this is a solid head sculpt. Like, I'm hoping that these aren't just the production images and then the final products won't look as good, because so far the head sculpts for this Thor wave are pretty on point. There's really none that look bad, and most of them look like exceedingly good. This looks like a tremendous head sculpt. I mean, without the helmet it looks even better, and you'd think that wouldn't be the case, but it actually does. It looks very solid, very good. I like the way that I like the expression too. I think that it fits him, and the hair looks like it's done well too. His costume, he obviously wears two different costumes in this movie, although it's mainly just the colors that change. We see him, his big shot in the trailer is when he's flipping the daggers. And as you can see, if you compare that costume to the figure, it's identical except for the colors. It really is identical. I can't see the legs, but at least from the waist up, it looks identical. Even to the fact that he has the little V section there at the waist, it's the same. And you've got the little V at the neck, the shoulder pads, the little armor on the arms, and everything is identical. But then we do see him in sitting with the Grandmaster during the Gladiator fight, and in that he's still wearing the same thing, but it is a different color. So that's obviously what this figure is based off of. It's when he kind of goes over there and is kind of sitting in the Master's suite, basically, to watch the battles. So who knows how much screen time he'll get in these two costumes. My guess as to why his costume is exactly the same except for the color, I'm guessing that to try to fit in a little bit more, I think that he's going undercover to help Thor, and I think that it's probably going to be a joke in the movie that he gets there and everybody looks so ridiculous and they're all so colorful that he kind of looks down and sees that his costume isn't as flamboyant as everybody else, so he kind of, uses his magical powers like he does to change into Captain America and just changes his costume into bright and colorful colors. That's my guess. I think that they'll probably make a joke out of it. But overall, it is nice to now see what this figure is based off of. The figure still looks even more jarring than he does in the movie, though. I don't know why, but the purple doesn't mesh well with the blue. In the movie, the blue looks a bit darker than this. And, he still has dark blue on his costume for the figure here, but I don't think it's dark enough, because it does look really odd up against the purple. But yeah, so, I think that he looks better in the movie than he does on the figure as far as his colors on his costume. But the figure himself, you can totally see now that it's a completely new sculpt. I like the expression on the hands there, and his helmet obviously can be put on. His helmet doesn't look as shiny as it does, in the movie, but it still does look quite nice, and I would imagine it'll be very soft plastic based on how it's kind of like being squished in package there. So I think that it's going to be a pretty thin material, but hopefully that'll hug his face a little closer. But the face sculpt in general is pretty fantastic. So overall, I am excited for this figure. I do prefer his green and black type of look over this more colorful one. However, we've had Loki in the past, so I understand their want to make it different enough to hopefully get more people to buy this one, even if they have the previous Loki. So I'm still pretty happy with it, and I think that the face sculpt is so good, I'm hoping that the final product will look just as good. So there you go. That's my quick kind of update on this Loki figure from the Thor Ragnarok Build-A-Figure Gladiator Hulk wave. Let me know what you guys think of this, and thanks so much for watching.